Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have a going first style Cyber Dragon deck profile for you guys. Let's get right into it. One copy of Cyber Dragon Nashter. We have 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Hers. I have 3 copies of Cyber Dragon Core. And then 3 copies of the OG Cyber Dragon. We have 3 copies of Galaxy Soldier. And I have 3 copies of Wakaushi. And I have 3 copies of Motorbike, Super Heavy Samurai cards, and 1 copy of the Monk, and 1 copy of the Soul Gaia booster to complete the Super Heavy Samurai package. And I have 1 Therion King Regulus. Regulus is the last machine monster I play in the deck for the combo, but this card is just good to have in your hand, even without comboing into it. Say you open it in your hand, you're almost always going to be able to summon this card. So it's just a free Omni Negate as well as a big body. And we have 3 copies of Effect Veiler, 3 copies of Nib, and 3 copies of Droll and Lockbird. Those are all the hand traps that I play in this deck. That's it for the monsters. Now on to the spell traps. We have 3 Cyber Emergency. We have 1 Cyber Repair Plant. We have 3 Machine Duplication. And then 1 Therion Disc Coliseum and 1 copy of Cybernetic Overflow. Onto the extra deck. The fusions I play are Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon and Invoked Mechba. We cheat this out using Cyber Dragon Nova. You can't hard summon it with this deck. 1 Synchro, Psyframe Omega, this is for the Super Heavy Samurai cards. Allows you to set up your pendulum scales, which is really nice sometimes if you have Cyber Dragon or Galaxy Soldier in your hand. We have the Link Monsters, 1 copy of Salamangreat Almirage, mandatory Link 1 for the deck. We have an SP Little Knight, which is free now with Machine Dupe combo. We have IP Masquerena. We have Appaloosa. It's our target to summon off of our IP Masquerena sometimes if we don't want to go into SP Little Knight. And that's it for the Link monsters. On to the XYZs. We have 2 rank 4s. We have Gigant X. So I make this with the Super Heavy Samurai cards when I have Machine Duplication in my hand. I can use Gigant X to search for Cyber Dragon Core, then use my Cyber Dragon Core to search for Cyber Spell Trap, and then use Machine Duplication on my Cyber Dragon Core. And we have Springen's Merrymaker, which is just a way to rank up into Gigantic Champion Sargus. Our Super Heavy Samurai cards can make this, which can make this, which can search the Therion Field Spell, which is searches the Therion King Regulus. Then you have a way to interrupt your opponent on your opponent's turn with your Sargus and your Infinity. You have to have both on the field to interrupt your opponent. And then you also have the Field Spell for follow-up, and you have the King Regulus for another negate to go along with your Infinity. We have 1 Infinitrack River Stormer. Sometimes you're able to make 4 level 5 monsters, and so we want to be able to capitalize on that every time we do. So this is just a nice way that we can make Therion King Regulus and Cyber Dragon Infinity using 4 level 5 monsters. You could play Infinitrack Goliath as well. I do not play that in my extra deck. I play 1 Nova and 1 Infinity. There is no reason to play more than 1 copy of these cards. You can summon back either one that you want from your graveyard using your Cyber Dragon Nashter. And so there's really no reason to play multiples. You can get material under this card using its own effect. And we have 1 Typhon for going second, and 1 Zeus for the grind game. This card, Zeus, helps me win so many duels. It gets around cards that trigger by being destroyed. It's a big body, and you're able to make this with lots of materials using either your Merrymaker or your Cyber Dragon Nova as your beginning materials. And that's it for the main deck and the extra deck. I don't really have a side deck. I have have a few side deck cards that you guys should be thinking about. Here is a package that I play for when I know I'm going first. I can lock my opponent out of the extra deck. I can also make a free material Appaloosa on my turn, in addition to Cyber Dragon Infinity. Stay tuned for my next video, which will come out probably at the same time this video comes out or a couple hours afterwards. I'll show you guys some test stands and some combos that you can do using these cards. Another side deck card to consider is number 67, Paradise Smasher. I'll let you guys Google that card's effect if you don't know why it's good in Cyber Dragons. And, of course, Chimera Tech, Fortress Dragon, Clockwork Knight are good in the side deck. You guys can make your own side decks based on whatever you find yourself going against the meta at regionals or YCSs, or if you're just using this deck at locals. It's pretty good for either or if you don't want to play fire decks or you don't have the budget to buy fire decks. That's it for this video, guys. Until next time, duel on.